Tigan. I'm the Student Services Advisor at the Rapid City Nursing Campus. I started my job here as an advisor about the same time this group of students has entered into our program. So this is really the first group of students that I have seen from the beginning and now to graduate. I remember these students coming in a little scared, nervous, not really sure what to expect in the program. And today, I see them as very confident, determined, and excited about new jobs. So for me, it is an honor and a privilege to be here today to mark these graduates' success. These students have worked extremely hard, and I have all the faith in the world that all of these graduates will become excellent nurses. So I'd like you all to stand, and I'd like to invite the class of 2007 USD nursing graduates to come forward.
She will. She's over there.
Presentation of colors by the Ellsworth Air Force Base Honor Guard.
Oh, say, under the light, what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
be seated.
Guys, stand on.
Television, for many of us, is an escape. Many of my classmates, and I'm sure a lot of you, watch Grey's Anatomy. I'm not sure how about a show about hospitals, doctors, surgeries, any sort of escape. Anyway, this past Thursday was the season finale of Grey's, and in a way our ceremony today is kind of our season finale. We're ending one season of our lives, and in the next few months we will all be starting new seasons of our own. There's many memorable moments from this past season. I'm sure you guys will laugh when you think of pinpoint, pupils, and EpiPens. And you might shed a tear when you remember the engagements, weddings, and births, and lives lost. But unlike Grey's Anatomy, the nurses, not the doctors, are the main characters today. Today, we're the ones in the spotlight. As this season in our life ends, and some of us will be giving up familiar places and people, new characters such as the annoying boss and the hotshot doctor will come into the picture, and with them, all new plot lines full of drama, action, and laughs. Our lives will be changing. You all will be happy to know that you can have your family member back now. We found them behind a large stack of nursing textbooks covered in coffee stains and covered over a laptop. Be warned though, as they will have changed. In the past 2 years, their sense of humor may have become a little twisted. You might have to quiet them down at a restaurant for telling a story about work, for fear the other tape throwing up. The sudden appearance of alcohol swabs, gauze pads, and pens at your house makes you question whether they're a nurse or a pickpocket. When people start calling the house and asking them about this ache or that pain and whether they should go to the doctor or not. Your family member may become uncomfortable with zippers. After all, now all the clothes they're wearing are drawstring. As a matter of fact, sometimes you can't tell if they're going to work or a slumber party. Your family member won't stop looking at other people's arms in the grocery store. They now wash their hands before they go to the bathroom. Unless you have a fever of 105, active bleeding, or you're missing a limb, your family member has no sympathy for you when you say you're sick. And at one time or another, they've diagnosed you with some illness, disease, or mental disorder. And I'm sure you guys have noticed a change over the past 2 years as well. You believe air goes in and out, blood goes round and round, and any variation on that is a bad thing. You believe every problem in life has 4 possible answers, and one of them is always call the physician. When you write birthday cards, they sometimes include medical abbreviations. And you've thought about putting Foley catheters in your family before a road trip. But seriously, the past 2 years have been a pivotal season in our lives. It's shaped us into compassionate, hardworking, dedicated individuals. Individuals who have sacrificed much to get where we are. Through it all, we've enjoyed each other's company. We've formed friendships stronger than we could imagine, and we've shared hopes and dreams. As our families, friends, and loved ones, for the past seasons of our lives, you've kept us in your prayers. You were there when we danced for joy at being accepted into the program, and you were there when we danced for joy after taking our final exam. You will be there for this new season of our life, helping us out with good advice and a warm smile when we need it, and a hug and a shoulder to cry on if that's what's necessary. Maybe the whole show isn't just about those of us up here on the stage. Today is as much about us as it is about you. Today is our way of saying thank you for all of that you have done for us. You've made this past season so wonderful. I can't wait to see what the next season has in store for us. Thank you.
I remember the excitement that I felt the day that I had received my acceptance letter. I was so anxious to get started that I recall wanting to start right that day, but they still made us wait until August to start this new journey. Only we had known then what was going to lie ahead of us. I remember being told that normal college students kiss their families goodbye every morning and return home at the end of every day, whereas nursing students kiss their families goodbye one morning and return home at the end of the program. Today is our day to return home. The sacrifices have been great, not only for the graduates, but also for our families. The patience and understanding demonstrated by those closest to us made it possible for us to be here today. Today is not only a day to celebrate our completion of the nursing program, but also to honor those that have helped us along the way, our family, our faculty, and our friends. Our families have had to adjust to their mother, their father, their spouse, brother, or sister being away. Even times when we were physically present, we were buried behind a pile of books or preoccupied with the next assignment that was due. Today, we would like to express our gratitude for your understanding when we missed school events or hurriedly returned home back to our schoolwork after the evening casserole. We look forward to our home lives regaining a sense of normalcy. A great deal of appreciation is also felt for our instructors, the clinical faculty, and our administrative staff. Without their sharing of knowledge, we wouldn't be the nurses that we will become. I ran into a first semester student in the restroom at the beginning of the semester. She was all excited. She had just learned to wash her hands. Thought that was something we'd all been doing for many years now, but as I was walking back to class, so I reflected how our faculty takes us from learning how to wash our hands to learning how to organize the scene of a multi-trauma. We felt we had a tough job. I think maybe they had it a little tougher. And our administrative staff have become so good at putting out fires, I think they need to apply for jobs with the Black Hills Fire Department. The interest of these fine professionals extends way beyond just helping us through school. They've guided us to be better people in life. It was an honor to receive my education in such a caring and compassionate environment. To our dear friends, thank you for always calling and inviting us to lunch, and for understanding when we couldn't be there. It was those words of encouragement and those hugs that brought sunshine to our rainy days. When we began this program, we started as strangers with a common goal, and we lead as an inseparable group of nursing professionals. In times that we felt no one else understood us, we learned to lean on each other. We've shared more than test prep and clinical experiences. We've shared our lives and our dreams. The relationships that we have forged through this program will be with us for our lifetime. And I will only need to hear someone say "club" or drive past a Perkins restaurant to be transported back to the many memories we had together. To the graduates, it is these times I urge you to remember when you reflect on your journey through nursing school. One of our instructors once repeatedly told us, "Why be ordinary when you can be extraordinary?" Our journey through school has been a prime example of this. There were days that were extraordinarily challenging. However, we have also seen that through sacrifice and dedication, extraordinary things can happen. As each of our graduates venture onto the next chapter in their life, I ask you to keep these words in mind in your personal and professional life. After all, we've had an extraordinary education, and let's use that foundation to be the most extraordinary nursing professionals that we can be. Thank you.
won't forget. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us. We believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember. When you look back on all we've done, I hope you're proud. When you look back and see how far we've come, it was our time to shine, and nobody could hold us down. They thought we'd see us fall, but we stood so tall, and no, they won't forget. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us. We believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember. We claimed the bright star, and we came so far. No, they won't forget. No. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us. We believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember.
Hear me now? Okay, now I'm on. That was beautiful. I was saying everything so far has been absolutely beautiful. My name is Dawn Warren, and I've been teaching for University of South Florida. This is my 11th year, and I absolutely love it. And I'm very, very honored that you guys asked me to speak for you today. Every time it just touches my heart when I'm asked to do this, so I'm very happy to be here. The good Lord definitely looked out for us with the weather, didn't he? We have never, in the 11 years I've been here, had it rain during the ceremony, ever. And so they always say, what's the backup plan? And the backup plan every single time is the good Lord will take care of us. And they did again. What I'm going to talk to you guys about today, my years as a nurse, 16 years it's been now, I've kind of created a list of what I think are the most important things that you need to know to be a successful RN. And it's not the ABCs, okay? You got that part down. You got the airway, breathing, and circulation part down. I'm going to talk to you about the personal side of things, incorporating all of these incorporating the 8 words up here that I think are very important to all these graduates. Smile.
Is it your favorite rock?
Am I on now? Okay. I swear I didn't touch anything. Anyway, okay, so we'll smile, because being flexible, I'm being flexible here. Smile is probably the most important thing, and I think all of you guys here are smiling today. And I think the main reason you should be smiling is, number one, you made it to one hell of a Okay, good idea. Now I have nothing to hide behind. Oh Lord, here we go. Anyway, smile. That's the most important thing. You guys have been through a lot. Okay, there we go. There, okay. I want you to stop and reminisce what you've been through for the last couple of years, okay? First of all, remember the learning labs? How many of you remember your first learning lab? What you said, learning to wash your hands. How many of you, when you got tested out on vital signs, put the blood pressure cuff on upside down? I know because I helped with test outs. Okay, do you remember your first injection? Was it on an orange, tomato, each other, a spouse? Yeah, some of you tried that attempt. But thinking back to learning lab, putting in catheters, learning how to make a bed and thinking that was a big deal, thinking how nervous you were, all the hours that you spent in learning lab, IVs, chest tubes, suctioning, all that fun stuff. No running. Clinical. How many of you remember the first night of your clinical, the night before your first clinical? Did you sleep at all? I still remember the first night, the night before my first clinical. I didn't sleep at all. I was so nervous. And now, this last semester, I had a clinical group, and I kept walking around, and they're like, what are you doing here? We don't need you here. And they didn't. And that was the great thing. That was the whole goal, is that by the end, they're very close to being independent functioning RNs, and they really didn't need us. But you think about how far you have come. What about those long preps? How about the longer care plans? Woo! Your favorite part. How many of you witnessed a birth? Most everybody. Many people were with somebody when they died and went to a better place. And everything in between. These are all memories to be smiling about. How about theory? The internet group had tons of work they had to do independently in theory. The day group had tons of lecture, one after another. What about all those ATI tests? Final exams, culture papers, our culture presentations, your huge case studies, just one thing after another. Head Start teaching projects, all kinds of hard work to get you to where you're at today. These are all things that you should be smiling about, hopefully now, because they've all made you what you are. Imagine. Imagine to me is an important word as a nurse, because what I think you need to do always, every day, is imagine that you are the patient laying in that bed. So always put yourself into their shoes. There are going to be people who you don't agree with their values or why they got there. People who are non-compliant and you think, what am I doing wasting my time? But everybody has a reason for why they're there, and we aren't here to judge. So what I would like you to do is imagine that you are the person laying in that bed. Be a patient advocate. The doctors sometimes are threatening, and it doesn't matter. If you have an instinct or you think that something's not quite right, you need to be assertive enough to call the doctor. Wrong or not, it's better to be safe than sorry. Dream. Dream big. I would imagine for many of you this was a dream. Am I right? Getting through nursing school. I would hope now that your dreams continue. For many of you, keep going. Go for that bachelor's, come back for master's, come teach for us. We could use some good instructors like you guys. Go to a specialty area. A lot of people have big dreams of specialty area, and this is just one stepping stone, starting in an area that's maybe not your dream, but the dream is always in sight, so keep working for it. Enjoy. Enjoy to me means that you make sure that you find time to enjoy, number one, yourself, number two, your family, and number three, your friends. As a nurse, you're probably all thinking, oh my God, I can't wait till I get that first paycheck, right? Because you've been broke. And what's going to happen is after you get off orientation, I can guarantee you the phone is going to start ringing like crazy. They're going to want you to work extra shifts, okay? What I would encourage you to do is remember that it's very easy to say no. You have to enjoy your life. At the end of the year, it's much more important that you have had a healthy family life than that you have earned a couple extra $1,000. So enjoy your time with your family and your friends. Part of that enjoying is relaxing, so be sure that you relax. And then what my 1-year-old and 4-year-old remind me all the time, and I just did it this morning, is to take time to dance. Whatever method that you do that. For me, I pick them up and swing around, and my husband looks at me like I'm crazy, and I do it again. And one of the most important, if not the most important, is pray, or find whatever method of praying or coping support works for you. For me, it is my husband and God. But you are in a field where you have lots of stress. Okay? You're going to have days where you go home and think, oh my gosh, nothing I did worked. I just couldn't keep up. No matter how hard I tried to save that person, it didn't work. You've got to have a good coping method and make sure it's a healthy one. So find friends, husband, pray, something to help get you through the tough times. So in summary, I have incorporated what I think you need to be a successful RN. To smile, imagine, dream, enjoy, relax, dance. I don't have a lot of room right here. Pray, and finally wish. And this is my wish for you. As a nurse, I wish you enough laughter and happiness to get you through the sorrow and tears. I wish you enough love and passion to get you through the very trying and difficult days. Finally, as a nurse, I wish you all the tremendous joy that the profession of nursing has given to me. I am so proud of you. Thank you. And with that, it is time to pin our graduates. So what I'd like to do is ask the family members who will be pinning your loved ones to come up. Day program family on this side. Line up along the outside steps, it sounds like. And internet family members along that outside steps to my right, to your left. In order, in order.
And each road leads you where you wanna go. And you're faced with a choice and you have to choose. I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you that wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you and the place you left. Never look back and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake, and you always give more than you take. More than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you, wants the same thing
Julie Anderson. Julie would like to thank her family for their endless support. Congratulations, Julie.
Shauna Ackman. Shauna would like to thank her kids for the sacrifices they made over the last 4 years. She would also like to thank her mom and sister for all their help and support, and also to all of her classmates for the study groups and emotional support.
Rachel Panko. Rachel would like to thank her family for all of their support throughout her school, especially her parents and son Christian. None of this would have been possible without you. Congratulations, Rachel.
Crystal Adams. Crystal would like to thank her family and friends who have been supportive to help make this day possible.
Stephanie Bond. Stephanie would like to thank her husband Josh and children Tanner, Julia, and Farron for their love and sacrifice made during this time. She wants to express appreciation for her parents, family, friends, and church for their encouragement and support. And lastly, she would like to thank God for paving her way in many blessings. Congratulations, Stephanie.
Ginny Bradford. Ginny would like to thank Rob, Kara, Dominic, and Trevor for their love and support and encouragement for the last 2 years. Ginny's extended family and friends have been awesome.
Sherry Cook. Sherry would like to thank her family for their continued support, encouragement, and love. A special thank you to her husband Jeremy and children Samantha and Thomas for the many times of leftovers, paper strung all over the house, and late night studying. Sherry would also like to thank her friends and family for believing in her. She did it. Congratulations, Sherry.
Jeanette Carlson. Jeanette would like to thank her family, friends for their support, her husband Brad for the sacrifices he has made to allow her to follow her dreams, her children Kayla and Quinn for their contagious laughter and inspiration, her parents and siblings for their motivation, fellow students for helping her through.
Michaela Crow. Michaela would like to thank her family and friends for pushing her to accomplish her goals. A special thank you to her parents for the extra hours of babysitting. You are the best. Congratulations, Michaela.
Emily Freeman. Emily would like to thank her husband Pete and daughters Jordan and Sydney for tolerating her crabbiness while she was attending school, and for putting up with the dirty house. She would also like to thank her Grandma Rogers for staying with her and the girls while Pete was overseas. Last but not least, she wants to thank her mom, dad, and sister for being there when she wanted to quit. I couldn't have done it without you.
Kevin would like to thank his mom and dad, family and friends, and of course Starbucks for helping and supporting him through the past 2 years. Congratulations, Kevin.
Kelly Ann Hartnett. Kelly would like to thank her husband Mickey for all the nights and weekends he had to spend alone while Kelly was at the bookstore at Clifton's. She couldn't have done this without him. Here's to hikes in the hills and cruising the car shows. She loves you.
Mandy Dybert. Mandy would like to thank her fiance Sean and daughter Jersey for being an inspiration to finish school, her family for all the support, and her parents Dale and Sherry for standing by her and believing that finishing school is possible. Thanks for all the pep talks and loving words.
Lorraine Hemrick. Lorraine would like to thank her family for all of their love and support, especially Mark for his muffins, Galen for her computer and typing skills, and Aaron for his entertaining late-night phone calls. And thanks to the best study group ever.
friends for their help with getting her through nursing school. Congratulations, Rebecca.
Deborah Hockett. Deb wishes to thank her husband Bob, daughters Danielle and Sabrina, Sarah and Allison for their endless hours of companionship.
Brian Doherty. Brian would like to thank his family and friends for all their support. Congratulations, Brian.
Nina Jeffrey, and especially her husband Jack, for the encouragement and support they have given her.
Abby Dudley. Abby would like to thank her husband James and Francie for their love, understanding, and encouragement during the past 2 years. She would also like to thank her parents for always believing in her, no matter what obstacles she faced. Finally, Abby would like to thank all of her friends for making South Dakota feel a little more like home. Congratulations, Abby.
Lindy Jones. Lindy would like to thank her parents for their open doors for Learn Those Meds. Lindy would also like to thank her husband for his continuous support in helping her through the every semester crisis.
Diana Foster. Diana would like to thank her husband, Greg, and her daughters, Chelsea, Taylor, and Haley, for all their love, patience, and encouragement. None of this would be worth it without you. Her mom-in-law, Billy, for her love and all her help with the girls, and her friends and family for being here today and cheering her on to reach her goal. She is thankful for the USD faculty for their knowledge shared and passion for the nursing profession, and God for all answered prayers. Congratulations, Diana.
Allison Lavasky. Allison would like to thank her family for their love and support during this time in her life, most importantly her mom, sister Darcy, and fiance Chuck. She would especially like to thank Deb Hockett and Sarah Tolliver, her carpooling buddies, for their support and encouragement. Allison would also like to thank her Aunt Mickey, who is watching from above, for her encouragement and inspiration.
Harold Scott Haynes. Scott would like to thank Folgers for making such a great product, his coffee pot for always being there when he needed him, and his coffee cup for never leaving his side. More importantly, Scott would like to thank his family for being supportive and allowing him to vent to them when things were not always easy. He wants to thank his teachers and instructors for being compassionate for what they do. They have set the bar for what he wants to become. For faculty and family, both great teachers equals great students. Congratulations, Scott.
Shelley Lick. Shelley would like to thank Dan, Brady, Andrew, and Alex for their love, support, and encouragement for them.
Angela Huxford. Angela would like to thank her wonderful fiance for the unconditional love he has given, and her family. Yay!
Deborah, mom, and friends for all their help and support during school. She also wants to thank her boss and co-workers for working with her schedule, and most of all,
Delia Johnson. It is said that all things in life took just a little more, and her family was there every step of the way. Without them, this would all still be a dream. Thank you all.
Kyla Sobrowski. Kyla would like to thank Kathy for always pointing her in the right direction. Grandpa and Grandma for always wanting to help her, Leslie for being her second mom, Brandon for making her finish this last semester, and for listening to her frustrations. And a special thanks to her mom, who still believed in her when everyone, including herself, had given up.
Star Langenstein. Star sends her gratitude to the following: the many wonderful people, staff, peers, and family that have given of themselves to help her get where she is today. Her children, Maverick, Tristan, and Bree, for their smiles, kisses, and hugs that have continuously uplifted her and given her strength. Her husband, Casey's tough love and unwavering faith in her abilities. She thanks him for being her rock. And in conclusion, she thanks God for all.
Rochelle Saylor. Rochelle would like to thank Marcia for encouraging her to follow her dreams, her husband Shannon for telling her to go for it, and his continued support and encouragement throughout, Jacob and Jared for putting up with Mom's crazy schedule, and her parents for their support.
Mary Leach. Mary would like to thank her family for being so supportive and encouraging, and her kids and husband for being so patient and believing in her. Congratulations, Mary.
Kim Schulke. Kim would like to thank her mom for teaching her the greatest rewards come from giving. She thanks her daughter Hannah for being her inspiration to start school, and her husband Justin for his love and support, which made it possible for her to finish.
Tina Liebert. Tina would like to thank her husband Dave and her kids, Caleb, Hannah, and Megan, for the years of sacrifice through this adventure. She would also like to thank her family and friends for being her cheerleaders. Most of all, she would like to thank God for the strength and perseverance through it all.
Catherine Penna Shepherd. Penna would like to especially thank her parents, family, and friends for their love and support, and dedicate this achievement to the memory of her grandfather for his constant encouragement and faith in her.
Ashley Lillibone. Ashley would like to thank her husband Aaron for putting up with her during nursing school, and her family and friends for being so supportive of her. Congratulations, Ashley.
Jackie Solis. Jackie would like to thank her husband and daughters for all their understanding and sacrifices they have made. Gary and Cindy Solis for the endless hours of babysitting and encouragement. Co-workers for working around her crazy schedule, and family, friends, and classmates for their friendship and support.
Holly Mayer. Holly would like to thank her fiancé, T, and her family for all of the support along the way.
Sarah Tolliver. Sarah would like to thank Sean and the kids, all of her parents and grandparents, and the rest of her family. She would also like to thank all the girls she works with for all their support. Most of all, she would like to thank Deb and Allison, her carpool friends.
Angie Nedved. Angie would like to thank her family for all their support, and her fiance Mike for being so wonderful through all of this. Congratulations, Angie.
Kelsey Treebosser. Kelsey would like to thank all of her family for their unconditional love and support. She would especially like to thank her mother for sharing her home and encouraging her to become the woman she is today, her Uncle Dan and Aunt Teresa for raising her son, and mostly Cole for believing in Mom and putting up with her crazy schedule. 143, Bubba.
Heidi Panasuk. Heidi would like to thank her family and her boyfriend John for supporting her through her whole college career, financially, mentally, and especially emotionally.
Tara Weedman. Tara would like to thank her husband, her daughters Brittany and Emily, sons Corey and Jeremy for their support and understanding over the past 2 years. Tara would also like to thank her mother Linda for encouraging her when she was too tired to encourage herself, and to her fellow classmates as they celebrate together today.
Danielle Prudich. Danielle would like to thank her family, especially her husband and son, for all of their support and patience. Congratulations, Danielle.
Jocelyn Wilson. Jocelyn would like to thank her husband Ken for all of his patience, love, and sacrifices. She would also like to thank God for her wonderfully supportive and helpful family, as well as her 3 beautiful children who are both an inspiration and a true joy in her life.
Angela Reeder. Angie would like to thank her family and friends for all of their support and pushing her to do the best. You truly are her inspiration.
Jeff Wiswell. Jeff would like to thank his family for their support and comfort, and especially Maggie for having to live with Jeff.
John Shade. John would like to thank his beautiful wife for supporting him emotionally and financially while in school. He would also like to thank his mom and friend Steve for answering his questions. Congratulations, John. Tara Schoenrock. Tara would like to thank God for getting her through the tough times, her family and friends for putting up with her, and Black Hills Blend for keeping her awake. Congratulations, Tara. Kat Skorka. Kat would like to thank her family for all their financial and emotional support. Also for boyfriend Mike for always being there and putting up with her stress. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations, Kat. Heather Slop. Thank your parents for all their support. Congratulations. definitely not the least, we have Gina Warner. Gina would like to thank her husband and children for putting up with her, especially while studying for tests. Her mom for always supporting her. I love you, Mom. And to my in-laws, Sandy and Larry, for taking such good care of my kids while I was working. Congratulations, Gina.
My name is Kathy Eddy, and I'm director of the program. And usually I try and say something to the graduates, and I try and say something about they wouldn't be here today if it weren't for their families. They already said that. I usually say also they wouldn't be there if it weren't for the faculty and staff. They already said that. And so then I thought, well, I have a copy of Senator Burns' speech that he gave at graduation. He already said that. And then I had my inspiration when they were processing in, and it was the theme from Jurassic. And I knew what it meant. As the most senior of the faculty chronologically, I know that they think I'm just an old dinosaur. They also think I'm the T-Rex because they've seen me at my worst.